Why, hello there. I know there was a short delay there. Sorry, I had to post the video in the Discord, but why, hello there, and welcome to this stream. I hope you are all doing well. There's probably no one here because I haven't made content in a minute. Um, so I don't expect a lot of people to be here for this, but I just wanted to start getting back on the wagon, doing stuff. Why, hello there, Void 3233, Precious Pink. Why, hello there, people of the internet. I'm very quiet. I can turn my mic up a little bit. It should be fine. I mean, it shouldn't, like my levels look normal up here. Hello, Amber. Quinn P, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome everybody to a very long-awaited stream, I guess. I have been, hey Olive, hello. I have been a little bit distant from YouTube lately, and I apologize for that. I'm sorry. I just want to open with that. I'm sorry. I feel bad about it. Like, it's not like I'm sitting here like, screw my audience. I'm just gonna like not make content or whatever. Like, it wasn't anything like that. I just, I think I just, like, I know I made a video a little bit about like, I took like a short like month off and I was traveling a lot and I was talking about how like, there was like an element of burnout. Still here, so queer. Hell yeah. Hold on, the cats are fighting because this one Piper keeps trying to steal Freddy's food. Piper, can you just let Freddy, please? Without being up his butt. So I can stream, please. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I had a little bit of burnout. Definitely felt some burnout, and I I don't know where she went. Anyway, she seems to be leaving alone. Yeah. So I was dealing with elements of burnout for sure. I was kind of frustrated with my job. No, it wasn't like a bad job or anything, but like I worked. I work and worked in new microphone. Been a while. No, it's not a new microphone. Normally, I don't even have. I try not to have it like super visible, but yeah, maybe I could get it a little closer. That's probably why everyone's having such a hard time hearing me. I guess, no, I normally have it visible. I don't know what's going on. It's been a minute, honestly. Yeah. Anyway, now it should be fine now. Sorry, I got like a little bit of phlegm going on here. The cold weather. Also, I might be getting a little bit of a cold. We're so back. Zoran Mamdani is giving us hella hopium lately. I feel that. Welcome back. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a bunch. But yeah, so elements of burnout, and then like I was frustrated with my job situation. So I have an announcement. I am no longer, well, I will be leaving my job and I'm getting a new job. So new job acquired. It's still gonna be like, hard work, and it's still gonna be a job and stuff, but like I think overall it'll be better for my mental emotional health and stuff like that. It seems like it'll be better. I won't be working in fast food. So fast food is soul crushing if you've ever worked it. I have 8 years of experience in fast food so far. And not just fast food though. Like I've also worked in like fast casual like restaurants, where it's like it's kind of like fast food, but like you have like servers and stuff. So that's where I've spent the majority of my time, is in like a fast casual open kitchen kind of situation. But it's exhausting and it's not good for you. And I've been in it for like 8 years, and it's just the high turnover, having so many coworkers. What I'm transitioning into is more of a low key, like chill kind of. It's kind of like it's actually a little bit of a pay cut, but it's a smaller operation. It's not fast food. It's food oriented, but it's not fast food. It's not a restaurant. So it's yeah, gotta get yourself fired in the craziest way on your last day. No, no, no. This is like, I do not recommend going out in a blaze of glory with your jobs. I recommend maintaining a healthy relationship with your jobs. That way you don't get like, like if I ever need a job, the food place that I'm at right now, I know I could get back and get a job there. Like if I needed it. So if something bad were to happen, like I have something to fall back on. I think that's important, because the last thing you want is like burn every bridge, and then like you need a job, even if it's a shitty job and you just can't find one. I worked at Bojangles and Hardee's. Stuff made me just so depressed. I developed alcoholism and obesity, all kind of addiction. Started a new job, been there for like 5 years. Healthy, clean as hell now. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, fast food or like fast casual restaurants, stuff like that. It is very, very bad for your brain and all that stuff. Stealth it. And no, like honestly, I've told people, like people know I'm leaving. Like I don't. This sounds stupid. I'm not like a big deal at my job, but I am kind of a big deal at my job. Just I have a lot of experience, and like I do management and stuff, and so like, like I've had a lot of conversations with people about me leaving and them being like, we'll miss you, and um everyone's been really nice about it. My boss has been really nice about it, which I'm really thankful for, because like, sometimes bosses get like really vindictive and stuff, really spiteful when you like put in your 2 weeks, but that did not happen. I think they kind of saw it coming too. Like I think this isn't a surprise to anyone. So not a hot shot, but you do a lot of the work. Yeah, like I do a lot. I honestly, like when I'm at work, I like to work. Like I don't like sitting on my phone or like trying to like when I'm at work, I'm like locked in, right? And I don't do that. I'm not saying that as like a worker bee capitalist simp kind of way. I just mean that in the sense that like I don't know. I don't like multitasking. I like just doing what I'm doing and like focusing on that. And I get a lot of pride out of like, working and getting stuff done. It's like it's kind of dopamine hit sort of thing where it like feels good to be productive. Especially when in certain areas of my life I struggle to be productive. So like when I'm able to spread my wings, so to speak, and like, all that stuff, it's really nice. Restaurant work is hard. I've been a cook. The hours are crazy. Yeah, the hours are crazy. I work like 12-hour shifts quite frequently. Uh, hello, Kristen. Hello, Starbush. Hello, Steph. Um, just saw your latest twirling video. Twirling. That's impressive, particularly to me with no coordination. Thank you. For those who do not know, I do flow arts. It's like a prop manipulation kind of thing. It's something. Hello, I've been having a bad day. Came here to chill. Okay, well, hello. Happy to have you here. Happy to have everybody here. I'm actually surprised at how many people are here. Beautiful Sins. Hello. Um, do I have any college or skills like manufacturing? Oh, so I have 2 college degrees. I have a generic music degree because I was originally a music education major, and then I realized my senior year of music education school, like of music school, that I was like, being a music teacher sounds like literally hell on earth. It sounds like literally like if you could line up a bunch of jobs, like music teacher is probably like one of the worst jobs, like bottom 3 or something. It's terrible. So I was like, and I realized this by talking to music teachers as I was approaching my senior year. They like brought in people in pedagogy classes to like talk to you, and they all sounded miserable. Like they all just seemed like they had no life outside of work. It was like horrible work-life balance. This like constantly having to like fight to keep their job. And so I decided, like, okay, I will get a generic music degree instead of a music ed degree, and I added a philosophy degree. So I also had a minor. So like I had two majors and a minor. Music and philosophy were my majors, and the minor is the history and philosophy of science was my minor. Um, and so I did all that, right? But like that doesn't necessarily move you into a job position, especially nowadays. Just like them being bachelor degrees, like it really doesn't do shit for you. So like especially the degrees that I got, just being liberal art degrees, like not really anything to do there. Which is why like I try hard at these like side hustles and stuff. So like, oh, Jackie says I'm still looking for a new job. I actually in an economically desperate situation. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, Jackie. I really hope you're able to work something out and figure something out. Um, that's you know, it's always stressful when you're in between work and you're not sure where your income's going to come from. It's really stressful. So like I totally feel you that's not a great thing. Hello, Purple Rhymes. Um, I'm majoring in digital media, minoring in audio engineering. Wish I could have taken some poli sci classes. Half my courses are marketing and sales. Yeah. Do you identify with left brain or right brain dominance? Um, that's a good question. I feel like over time, that kind of thing has been like disproven or something. Like I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's accurate modern science that like like math oriented people are left brain and art people are right brain. Um, I am I am autistic brain. No, I don't know how to say it. Like when I get obsessed with something, like when it becomes my special interest or it gets in my line of sight, um like I'm obsessed with both aspects of it. So like when I was in music school and I was really 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 focused on music, like everything has two sides to it. Like everything has a theory side and then like an expressive performative side to it. So like that kind of stuff really interests me. Like and if you look at pretty much any kind of any hobby, any field or whatever, there is that sort of thing going on. So like for music, for example, like obviously there's playing music, there's being a musician, but then there's the theory side of it where it's like composition, analysis and theory and all that wonderful stuff. And so like that is like I like both those things. Like I liked being a musician, but I also enjoyed learning about music theory and like learning about music history and like doing all of that stuff. Right now my current obsession, yeah, Freddy's here. My current obsession is flow arts or fire performance or like prop manipulation, whatever you want to call it, prop dance. That's what I'm really into, and it's very it is very artistic. Here, I think my light's a little low. Turn it up just the it's very artistic. Like definitely flow arts is like a super it's like dance, like I'm basically dancing with props. And Piper, you leave him alone. Girl, she will not let him. I don't know what to do. I got an RFID feeder so that the lid would shut on it so that Fred could eat his food and not and like so that this would not happen. But all it did was Piper will literally just like sit there and wait for the lid to open from Fred being next to it. And then she like rushes up and tries to steal his food. And it's like, girl, you are savage. Like Piper is so rude. She does not care. Like zero empathy for Fred wanting to just like eat his food in peace. I might have to like lock her out of the room. I may have to just like lock Piper out. Um anyway, yeah, so like I'm really obsessed with like flow arts and prop manipulation, and you can see that stuff on like my Instagram. I share clips pretty frequently of what I'm working on I do a prop called Oxbow right now. Some people call it Puppy Hammer. Um, but that's what I mainly have been practicing with lately, and I'm super obsessed. I'm super obsessed. Olive says my fixations jump around very frequently. I just got into Tetris like yesterday. I feel like some things I jump around with, but for me, it's like I go through like phases, right? So like I'll go through a phase where I'm obsessed with video games, and like all I want to do is play video games or watch YouTube videos about video games or like anything about video games. That's like that is like what I'll get on like a kick with it, like where I'm like into it for a period of time. And then like I'll get into a mood where suddenly I don't want to play video games anymore. where this is actually the mood I've been in right now, or like lately, where I've not been gaming at all. I've been watching a lot of TV. I recently started One Piece, and I'm like 150 episodes in or something like that. And so like I've just been binge watching One Piece like almost every night. And that's the kick I'm in right now. Like I'm on a TV kick where I'm like watching a lot of anime. Brooke says flow arts, I'll have to check it out. I love the arts, music, dance, etc. Yeah. What I love about flow arts is that it mixes my love of music with like my nerdy brain. Like I love, so like flow arts is like you have a prop, right? Like you have a stick or you have a string or you have like something, right? And like so you have like a staff or a rope dart or poi, which is like balls on string, right? You have something, or fans, and you like use physics to do all these like really interesting maneuvers, like we call them tricks, but like you learn how to manipulate them in this very geometric way. So it's like exercise, it's like doing geometry and exploring physics in real life, you know what I mean? Like rather than just doing math equations, which like I'm not a very big math person, but I love physics. Like I love studying the application of physics. I'm just not very big on like, yeah, let me just like do 7 billion calculations about whether something like how the velocity or mass or whatever. Like I'm not into that, right? But applied physics, that's what it is. Applied physics. Yeah. So prop manipulation is very much that kind of thing where like it's dance. So like you're dancing, like you really get into like the expressive nature of it, but you also get into like this deep theoretical study of it where you're like interacting with physics and you're like exploring what are the physical limitations, what is actually possible, and all of that stuff. Yeah, it's really cool. So I post stuff about that on my Instagram. For those of you who have been looking for me lately, you honestly, like it's easier for me to edit like a 1 minute video for Instagram of me spinning than it is for me to like, do a YouTube video or do a live stream. And so like if you are wondering where I am, like check my Instagram. And but that shouldn't be an issue. Like I'm gonna get back on the wagon, the content wagon here, and I'll be here a lot more. I want to start getting it back into videos. Want to start posting live stream content more frequently. It's just, if something like this were to happen, um, I didn't actually vanish. Like a lot of people kept leaving comments where they're like, "You vanished. Are you okay?" And it's like, well, if you checked my Instagram, you would know that I'm perfectly fine. Like you can see those videos going up on there. But like a lot of you probably don't even know about it. Olive says, I am obsessed with physics, especially astrophysics. That's cool as hell. I do love astrophysics. I love like physics in general. Like I had a minor in the history and philosophy of science. And so like studying um the development of science over time and other things, it's extremely fascinating. Extremely fascinating. See you later, Dadzilla. Have a good one. Jackie's rewatching Dragon Ball DBZ One Piece on Crunchyroll. Hell yeah. Although I've heard some bad things about Crunchyroll lately, which makes me sad because use that site a lot, but like apparently they did some bad shit. Yeah, see, like Purple Rhymes said, I don't use Instagram. I mostly just watch YouTube. Yeah, like that's the thing. Is like there are people that like don't follow me on Instagram, like they don't even know that I have it, like it's in my link tree, but like I feel like people when they follow you on a platform, like they're not looking for you on other platforms. They're just looking for you on the platform they followed you on or whatever. Which, maybe that's my bad. Like maybe I need to mention it more often so that people know that I'm there. Steph said like hadn't followed you on Insta fixed. See, well, you don't need to feel bad about it or anything. Like you just follow me if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to follow me, of course. Like that's your prerogative. But yeah, that is where I'm posting that flow arts content. And honestly, at some point I'm probably going to make a second channel a second YouTube channel that's related or like entirely devoted to um flow arts and prop manipulation. And I'm not sure what I would do with it because like I could do like big production value videos where I like do like professional video stuff and professional editing and like, you know, fire and like put it in music and like put it all together. And I could like create some really high production value videos that would be like really cool and cinematic and exciting and fun. So that's definitely an idea. But like I also kind of want to make tutorials. The prop that I spin is called an oxbow, and it was developed in like 2015. And it's like there's not a lot of content. Like if you search oxbow on YouTube, most of the videos are like 6, 8, 10 years old. So there's just not a lot of content about it, and I want to try to increase the amount of content there is about it online, so that when people look for it, there's something there so that they can like, you know, like if someone wants to learn oxbow and you go on like YouTube or whatever, there's nothing. If you want to learn poi, if you type in poi tutorials on YouTube, you will get like 735,000 videos recommended to you by like 408 people, you know, but like not really. That's I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. Wish my Insta would work, but it doesn't like to work on mobile. Oh, really? Honestly, Instagram is probably one of the most stable apps that I've um used. I feel lost with your content, physics, flow arts. I'm not educated in this subject. I will figure it out. Probably feel stupid after I learn. Oh no, don't feel stupid. Like everyone find like it's such a niche thing. Like people don't know anything about it. Like I'll spin my oxbow outside and people will like if I'm at a park, people like come up to me and they're like, "What is that? Like what are you doing? Like what?" Like it's such an unusual thing. But it's something like honestly, I wish flow arts were more popular. Like it's great exercise. It's great for your brain. It's great for your mental health. Like it's basically moving meditation. So like you can get into this very meditative state of where you're practicing and you're just sort of like in your zone, focused on what you're doing. And it's a really great way to practice mindfulness, you know, like you're in your space, you're focused on your practice and you just focus on it and you just do your thing and it really helps you kind of like, you know, put a little wall up where you're not like, you know, maybe thoughts pass through your head and you don't obviously you don't want to like fight anything like that, but like you're just you're just doing what you're doing and trying not to be like trying to keep your brain like in one spot, you know what I mean? I'd love to see it. I don't know if I've ever seen it before. Yeah, I mean, just like find my Instagram. I'm Leah Passanetti literally everywhere. So if you just type in Leah Passanetti on Instagram, you'll find me. Andrew said, "Hi, good to see you all." Why, hello. Why, hello. I just assumed it was a fire twirling thing in safety mode. Well, you know what, Steph? You're actually right. That is like, but you're also like, so okay. There's fire spinning. Like I do fire stuff as well. So a lot of my videos are not fire, although you will find videos on my Instagram of me doing fire. But like we have a thing called day spinning. So there's fire spinning, which we do at night, where it's like, you know, obviously stuff is on fire. So it's you know, it's fun, it's dangerous, it's exciting, it's a good time. But then we also have day spinning, where it's like we have day props, where they're technically practice props, but also like, you know, during the day, like you just spin. You're just like doing it. Like I like fire spinning, but like I spend like 2 to 3 hours spinning my prop like 4 or 5 days a week. You know, like that's the majority of the time it's not on fire. I'm just like doing like my day spinning, my practice hammer or whatever. There's also LEDs. So like LEDs are a really popular thing in the flow arts community where you have like light props, you know, instead of fire. So at night you can have something that glows or whatever. And yeah, it's very exciting. There is an LED oxbow that I really want to get, where it's like fiber optics, like the entire tether is lit up, and it looks so cool. It looks like you're holding like a light string. Like it's so sick. Like imagine like an LED jumping rope, but you're like spinning like you're like using the rope and the handles are like the heads. uh, uh, sorry about the nasally voice and stuff. I might be getting sick. I'm not sure about it, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this is I'm either sick or it's allergies, and I don't know. That be a cool optical effect. Yeah, it is a cool optical effect. It's really nice. I don't really need the hoodie. Yeah, it's gonna get too hot if I wear this. Winter is rough like that. Winter is rough, you know? Um, Hyper. Fred does not want you. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry if you get me started talking about flow arts. I will talk about it for a long time, like forever. So I will endeavor to not do that because most of you are not here for that right now. But anyway, the point is, the thing that I wanted to say in this live stream, the thing that I've been thinking for the past, I don't know, 2 to 3 months or so is like, what the fuck is going on with politics? What the fuck? Like, what is happening? Like, honestly, I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to talk about like what's going on because like we are in probably one of the most serious times, like in terms of like people having the housing they need and affordability and all this other stuff. Things are really dire right now, but also politics is the most unserious it's ever been. Like, I had a moment, like, I'm sure, I don't know if I need to open a window. One of the cats took a shit. You know what's wild is I put Piper outside the door, and the cat door has like a little, like, you can see outside the cat door. Piper, like, Freddie walked over to his feeder, and Piper's literally sitting there, like, at the door, just like staring at Fred eating. Like, girl, you need to calm down. um, some of the ends reminds me of monkey paws. Yeah, but anyway, they're like, so I don't know if anyone saw it, but like, Zoran met with Trump, and like Trump was like glazing him, was like, this guy is gonna be the best mayor that New York has ever had, or whatever. And it like he very clearly stated a couple things where he's like one of the reporters was like, one of the Republicans called him like a jihadist or whatever, and he's like, oh, you know, sometimes you're campaigning and you just say things, you just say stuff, you know, like that's just, it's just a thing that happens, you know, like oopsie. And like I don't know, like there are moments like that that have happened over the past 4 or 5 years, I would say. Like one of those moments is like Trump and Biden when they met at the White House to like do the official transition of power or whatever. Like like they ran campaigns being like, you know, you are literally the antichrist. Like you are the destruction of our country. Like on both sides. Both sides are saying stuff like that. Like the most hyperbolic language that could possibly exist. And then all of a sudden, like they're at the White House shaking hands, drinking tea, and shooting shit. You know what I mean? Like it's not like they don't mean, none of these politicians mean anything that they say. And like if they do mean it, they mean it in the sense that like a lobbyist paid them to say it, and that's why they're saying it. Like there are the amount of like you can probably count on your hand the amount of federal politicians like Senate members who and maybe House members who like are actually standing for something like that, actually have a principled stance. Like there's probably like there's so few, and it's just it's dystopian, it's terrible. um Trump was eyeing up I'm sorry. Ugh. Trump was eyeing up Mamdani like he was his new Bubba. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And he basically admitted that he is a fascist. Well, he admitted that like uh, honestly, like what I think Trump admitted was that like he's like, yeah, I know people call me a fascist, but like words don't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like Trump campaigns and he's like, Democrats are these pedophile grooming. I need to be careful with my language because I don't know if like I'm gonna freaking um yeah. I don't know what monetization is gonna do to me, but like they'll say the most hyperbolic things ever about Democrats, like they're the Antichrist, they're groomers, they're blah 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 blah. But then like, you know, like they'll meet them and they'll see them at work, like in Congress or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, hey buddy, how you doing? Like how's your daughter?" and all this other stuff. And it just like the public show is not how these people actually feel, right? So like very few politicians are saying what they mean. You know what I mean? It's like it's just optics. Like it's all an optics game to them. All of it. Jackie said MTG is also resigning. Yeah, I mean it looks like it. It looks like she will. It could just be a ploy to get more attention and like do and maybe do a presidential run or something. Like she might be trying to set herself up for something like that, but I don't know. Like it honestly seems like she got genuinely really offended that like Trump attacked her and like unendorsed her and stuff. Like she realized that the thing that she's been doing for the past 5 years is sucking up to someone who does not give a single solitary shit how much you suck up to them. The second you stop sucking up, you're you know what I mean? You're trash. You're trash. um Now the vote is swinging left. Expect Trump to try to move to that side. I don't know about that. I think that Trump is very insulated and isolated from like reality and what people think. I don't think that Stephen Miller and Peter Thiel and all these other guys that are surrounding Trump are gonna let him move an inch to the left. Like I don't think that's gonna happen. Um, but he they don't have principles. So like Trump doesn't have principles. He just like goes with the wind. You know what I mean? Like he's easily manipulated, which is exactly how Trump has been. Like Trump is being manipulated by some of the most idiotic, hateful people in the world, like Stephen Miller and Peter Thiel and all these other guys. They're complete morons, but they're also some of the most evil people that have ever lived. And yeah, it is what it is. But he's in the palm of their hand. Try saying PDF file instead. Yeah, true. Let's hear about the importance of building local community, e.g., labor unions with IRL communication networks with true social, not parasocial relationships. Yeah, no, of course. I've blah, 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 blah. I've advocated for that a bunch, and I do think that that's important. I really think that if you want to make an impact, doing something local, doing something in your community to get organized is the way to go. Or getting involved with like phone banking or canvassing, anything like that that you can do to actually be engaged with politics is infinitely better than sitting on your computer watching YouTube videos. Why, hello, exhausted axolotl. Hey, Josh, how you doing? What if Trump tries to copy Mum Donnie's project on a national scale? It'd be really funny if we got woke Trump out of nowhere. I know that's not going to happen, but I did think it would be really funny because Trump is such like Trump just wants attention. Like Trump is a sucker for like he wants everyone to love him, right? Like he's desperate for approval. He's very much desperate for people's approval, even if he has no idea how to actually get it. He thinks like just being a strong man is how to get it. But if like if he sees like someone like Mamdani getting, all this popularity and all these being loved by everyone, it would be really funny if he applied all of his like fascist authoritarian tendencies to go like ultra left. Like if all of a sudden Trump got like really jealous of Mamdani and was like, yeah, actually every bus system across the nation is now free, and we're going to build a bunch of affordable housing and do all this other stuff, cut the cost of childcare. Like if he just like, you know what I mean? Because like he's like Trump is steamrolling the bureaucratic systems that exist for some of the the worst reasons. Like he's literally um like sprinting through red tape and setting fire to it, and all for like the most horrible things that he could possibly imagine, like to cause people genuine harm. But like if we just had a Democrat who was willing to do that for good things, for good like reasons, that would be incredible. It's so infuriating that Democrats, like the second that you ask them to do something good for the country or for people, they're like, well, actually we're gonna have to means test that, and it's only gonna be if you make if you make $42,536, but if you make $1 more than that, you are not gonna be able to apply for this program that would do basically nothing for you. It's just like it turns into nothing. It just like they whittle it down to nothing because their lobbyists don't want stuff like that to pass. They don't want pro-consumer stuff to pass, and so it's like it's garbage. Like it's poo-poo garbage. Like it's nothing. But imagine if we had a Democrat that was like, yeah, I'm just gonna institute free healthcare for everybody, and if anyone has a problem with that, they can kiss my ass. Like I will present it, and they can plant those lips, buddy, because, and I'm not like it, it just like it would make a huge difference if we had someone with that kind of gumption. Like there's the quote, they hate me, I welcome their hatred, the that whole thing, where it's like, like certain people don't want me to do good things, but I'm going to do those good things anyway because I want to do good things. And like we don't have anyone like that anymore except for like Mamdani. So, we have to see what he gets done in office. He's going to get railroaded or blocked every step of the way. It's going to have to come up with some creative solutions to get his agenda through. American politics makes WWE look more real by comparison. That is exactly the mood. Like it just does not, nothing makes sense. Politics is a fucking joke, and it's frustrating. It's like we need help. We need people to take seriously the problems that people have because they're serious, and they're out there like just thinking up the most hyperbolic things that they could possibly say to farm attention. Someone said, Steph says I gotta go, so see you later, Steph. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Thank you. I will have a good stream. I appreciate it. Um, Democrats really need to stop telling us what to care about. They need to listen to us now, or they will lose again and again. Yeah, I know. The Democratic Party has like over the past 10 years, we have like literally every time Democrats are presented with a choice, it's like, okay, please make this choice because it's obviously the right choice to make and it's the right thing to do. And they will pick the opposite thing, or like pick like a different, like they'll pick like the worst possible option every single fucking time. Like it it's astounding. It's actually astounding. Like the way we ended up with the Affordable Care Act was, which is like, it's essentially a conservative bill that like props up the private insurance industry and provides them government subsidies and stuff. Like all of that was possible only because Democrats decided like, hey, you know, we gotta do this like reaching across the aisle thing, like we need to be bipartisan, we need to like work together to do this or whatever. Yeah, no, it's bad. People are waking up to the truth. Yeah, more people are being radicalized today than probably ever before, because like these things really hurt real people. Like the things that are happening right now in DC, like it's effectual, and like people are gonna lose. Like my insurance premium doubled, guys. Like so I don't know if anyone else saw this, but like like you get like an updated during this time of year, you get an updated number with your new insurance premium, like in an email or whatever, and you check it and it's like, okay, that's your insurance premium, cool. And like so mine went down like significantly, but then after the Democrats caved and the subsidies didn't get passed, my freaking premium doubled. I got a new email. It was like, oh, by the way, we had to change your premium, it's now literally twice as expensive, thank you. And it's like, bruh, like what the fuck, like are you serious? Like so like this stuff hurts real people. Like it's not a joke. Like people are already struggling to make ends meet. Everyone is struggling to make ends meet, and they're over there like fighting for a whole month with using people as like people were being harmed by the shutdown, but it was for a fight, like it was for a reason, and now it's for nothing. Like all of those people suffered without SNAP benefits. All those people suffered without pay for no fucking reason, for literally no reason. Like no, like, they got literally nothing out of it, and it's like it's so infuriating because we are dealing with an unprecedented threat in our country, like a genuine authoritarian fascist leader. And like the only thing preventing our country from completely collapsing into like the most horrific thing you can imagine is just their own uh incompetency. Like it just so happens that the people that are trying to do this authoritarian fascist takeover of the American system are some of the most idiotic, brain rotted people that have ever existed. And like we that is the only thing stopping us from ending up in like literal Nazi Germany territory at this point. And it is insanely frustrating. Like we need an opposition party that can actually oppose, like it's almost like I don't know. It's like rooting for like a football team that like sucks and is gonna lose, and they just always suck and they're always gonna lose. It's like why does that never change? Like why are there teams that are known for that? Like you think that eventually you would be like, huh, if we're gonna play this football game, maybe we should be good at football. Maybe we should endeavor to be better at football. Maybe we should try something different. Maybe we should oh god, it's these career politician, lobbyist bot, neoliberal, corporate Democrat shills who do nothing except for what the DNC advisors who have never talked to a real person in the past 25 years, like that, they only listen to their fucking donors and these like poll crunching DNC advisor class people who are like the most insufferable detached libs that you've ever seen in your entire life. Phew. Well, that was a little bit of a rant. I'm sorry about me ranting there. Well, I'm not sorry actually. I'm not sorry at all. I've noticed there was a shortage of your hormone shots. Oh no. Sorry to hear that. Keep in mind that the Dems couldn't codify Roe when we had 60 Dems in the Senate. Let's see. I haven't had healthcare since I was 26, 14 years ago now. Oh, geez, I'm so sorry. I'm as far as left as you can go, to be honest. Not MAGA in this. Oh, yeah, you were talking to someone in the chat. Sorry. It feels like the people at the top right now don't have real stakes in what is happening to many of us. That is literally it. They don't care because it does. It's like it to them. It's theater. To them, it's like TV drama stuff. It is literally like to them, they are literally on an episode of West Wing. To us, it's like our fucking lives. You know, like it's like literally it is. Fred, what are you doing? Fred, go to the litter box, buddy. You look like you're having a butt. Like, have he jumped down and he was doing that thing he does where he's like clenching and he's like looks like he's gonna like poop himself. And it's like, if you're gonna do that, can you go to the litter box instead of pooping on the floor? He's been pretty good lately. He's on a medication that definitely helps a lot. And most of the time he's been completely fine. Sorry, Fred. I just don't want you to go outside the litter box, okay? Fred, what are you doing, dude? You're being such a goober right now. Anyway. We need an opposition party of queer space nuns that are also ninjas. That's funny. I think we need to get closer to the Canadian system and have 5 parties. Yeah, I mean, the 2-party system is definitely an extremely horrible part of the reason why, you know, the country is fucked right now. Opposition party of queer, gay, luxury space communism. Exactly. Hey, Skylar. You missed the streams? Well, I'm happy to be here, and I'm sorry for being so not here recently. But I'm gonna try to fix that, you know? And hello, Ella. I saw you join. 40 years of Jerry Springer, WWE, Judge Judy, Duck Dynasty, Cardumian? Is that the what are their names? Kardashians? Yeah. No, like American culture, like mainstream American culture is basically as brain rotted as you can get. It's like consumerism slop fest 5000. And that is actually just the reality of the situation. You know, that's what's going on. Unfortunately. Oh, you know what? I have this set on people and blogs. but we are talking about politics. So maybe I should change this to politics. Maybe this light also would look better if I... Oh yeah, that looks better. Wow. Wow. It's almost like I remember how to do this. Some sort of... Okay, that's dark. Ah! No, I don't want to be queen. Oh Lord. There we go. Remember when A&E was actually arts and entertainment, not mind rot? You remember when the History Channel was like actually history? You remember when like the Discovery Channel was actually like informative and interesting? Like I remember that. I remember that a lot. Like I remember distinctly enjoying when you could just like watch something on TV and it would like not be like the most hyperbolic mind consumer slop that you've ever consumed in your entire life. When MTV was actually music. Yeah. Yeah. You get it. You get it. The Home Improvement channel was actually like Home Improvement. Let's see. I peaked a little bit. I apologize. When Boomerang played older cartoons 24/7. Yeah. Have I watched any of the Wicked movies? I've seen the first one, and I definitely want to see the second one. I have not seen the second one, but I do want to. I do desire. I do want that very much to do that. I don't know. I don't know how long it's in theaters for though. It is something I will have to investigate. This thing completely out of minutes. Yeah, it's not enough. Nick at Night was fun, deeply problematic but fun. I don't remember. Yeah. So, yep. There was a kitty in the background. Yes, my Freddy. Yes, my Freddy is here. He's being a goober boy. He's around. I'm still alive. Hi, Lexi. Yeah, I am still alive. I am still here. And I mentioned this before. Hey, if you're here, please do the algorithm things, you know, like the stream and stuff. But also like I have other socials. So like my link tree is in the description of the stream, and I will actually grab that link for the link tree and I will share it here in chat. And like, guess what? I have Instagram, and you can follow me on Instagram if you want to see this weird thing I do called flow arts. And if you want to see the flow art stuff I do, you will see that like I post pretty frequently on Instagram, but I do not post nearly as frequently here. Lately it's just been like a burnout thing, and like I've been like busy and tired and burnt out and frustrated. You're not on Insta. I mean, you're fine. You know, I'm not, you know, if it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. I'm just mentioning to other people. Linktree, does it grow chains? That's funny. It's just like a website that has like all my socials on it, you know. Do you still remember the Donnie Iris song Leah? I do not know. I don't even know that artist. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to go to the Bistro Theater for Liquid Wicked Part 2. They got recliner seats and burgers. Wow, that's fancy. Been playing. Honestly, I don't know if I'd want to eat like a full meal while watching like a like I want to like disassociate and be like consumed by the movie. If I'm eating a burger, I feel like I'll like look down at the burger and then like it'll break my hyper focus or whatever. Been playing a game called Mabinogi. I don't know anything about that, but that's cool. I've been playing a game called Borderlands 4. I've been playing Borderlands 4 a decent amount. Honestly, lately, I mentioned this earlier, but I am not super into gaming right now, like I go through kicks, right? Like I go through phases. Sometimes I'm super into gaming, sometimes I'm super into movies, sometimes I'm super into shows. Like it just depends. It just depends on what I've been doing at the time. I go through kicks or phases or whatever. Sent me the links. Wait, what was that? National Poet Jackie. Oh. Let me did I look that up? Maybe I did look it up. Sorry, my memory is not necessarily amazing. It depends. Donnie Iris. Uh yeah, I think I listened to this. I think I remember listening to this. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Sorry, I just don't remember. You need to move to Europe, UK, Canada, Australia, maybe to a better US state. I don't know. I'm in Ohio. It is what it is. I'm kind of stuck in Ohio. Like I don't really have enough resources to like leave Ohio. Maybe I could I don't like go to like a neighboring state maybe, but like I don't know if that's not even really worth it. I know what it is. That was a sloth joke. Uh Spirograph. Oh, that's interesting. That's cool. Kristen says that I've been so burnt out lately and felt hopeless about transitioning. Shit sucks in the deep south. Just needed to tell us if there was all. Hey, I feel it. It's hard lately. It's really hard, and like being like the going through transition right now. It's a tough time. It really is. So I feel it. I wish you luck. If there's anything I can do for you in any small capacity, just let me know. You gotta play Silk Song. I've been kicking my own ass after work trying to get through Steel Soul mode. I want 100% it like I did with the first game. I haven't even built the first, geez. I haven't even beat the first Hollow Knight. So I would have to beat the first Hollow Knight and that, like, or not the, what am I saying? I have not beat the original game, the first Hollow Knight, as if there's like 23 of them. Um, yeah, I would need to beat Hollow Knight and then I could play Silk Song. I just haven't done that. Why, hello there, one love. Hello, welcome. I'm in North Carolina, says Jackie. Recent news says GOP is gerrymandering the hell out of the state. Well, that's exciting. I'm in a red state, but don't have the resources, just up and change countries. Yeah, I mean, most people don't. I would like to move to Canada, but can't. I've heard Canada has pretty strict citizenship. Yeah, like immigrating, getting dual citizenship is insanely hard to do. Like, it's not easy, especially as an American. I feel that I'm in the same situation, Leah, but some things are still keeping me in Ohio, both good and bad things. But I must admit, I'm thankful for the friends I met here. Yeah, yeah. Like I honestly like, I hate the government in Ohio, but like I like Ohio. Like I like living in Ohio. I just hate the government here. like we have a red super majority, right? So it's bad. And they've passed a lot of hateful anti-trans stuff lately. Like super hateful. Boy, sorry about I'm so nasally. I might be getting sick. So I'm a little like trying to deal with my sinuses being all messed up. A lot of red states have blue dot cities where trans safety is not a real problem, despite iffy state government. Yeah, I would say like if you're in a red state, trying to get somewhere where it's like a big city, like a blue city, it's definitely helpful. Hey, Vam. I've lived in Texas for 44 years, and with the exception of Houston and Austin, it's a pit. Yeah, I've been to Texas before. Like, I've driven through it and stuff, and I've visited it, and I would not want to live in Texas. It's first of all, it's too big. It's too big. If it's gonna take me like 12, I don't even know how many hours, 12 to 14 hours to drive from end to end of a state, like that's too long. Like that's too big. Like I don't want to do. I don't want to do all that. Like it's too much. But also like, yeah, it seemed like pretty much you have like Houston or like the big cities. Outside of that, it just sucks. Like it's just a bunch of terrible shit. Like it's terrible. Also, I would not do well with like desert weather, you know, like the heat out there and stuff. Blech. Like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Uh, hey, Fred. Okay, buddy. He's just hanging out down here, loafing, loafing. Um, yeah. Sorry. I just my mind completely blanked there. I haven't done streaming much lately, so like my brain is not very keyed in on talking all the time. And this may end up being like a short-ish stream. Like I don't know how long I'm gonna go for. Uh, I would rather like rather than trying to stream for like 5 hours at a time, which sometimes I have done before. I think that I would rather try to stream more often, like with less, like not as long. You know, like try to keep things tight so that people can, you know, like if someone wants to watch the stream after it happens and it's like 5 hours, like RAP, like they're not gonna get through it. Leah, you look great. Freddie looks great. Can I ask? Uh, I can't ask any questions because I'm an hour late. So glad you're here. I mean, you're fine. You know, like chill out, hang out. Welcome. Why, hello there, toaster oven. Definitely more frequent, shorter streams. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go for. I'll be around for a little bit longer. I just don't know how much longer is what it is. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, I've been in deserts before. Like I visited like New Mexico and Texas and stuff like that. No, thank you. Miserable. Absolutely miserable. I know they say like the dry heat is more bearable and stuff, but like I'm gonna be so honest. Like I don't care how dry that heat is when it's like 90, 100 degrees or whatever. Like, ugh. No, thank you. Western Montana, you have never had anyone be mean or give you shit for being trans? Yeah, you know, I've mentioned this before. I live in Ohio. I live in like Trump County. Like the county that I lived in, like overwhelmingly voted for Trump. Um, that being said, I've never had like I've had like during my transition, I've had people misgender me. Like I've had people like not know what to do, just depending on what's going on. You know, like what's going on in my transition, like you know, like early on, you know, you know, it's just you get more consistent people more consistent, blah, blah, blah. Gosh, words. People more consistently gender you correctly the longer you go, the more you like figure stuff out. And yeah, whatever. Anyway, uh I've never had someone in deep red Ohio say anything to me. Like I've it has not been an issue. No one like there actually there was one person that I worked with who was incredibly mean about it, but she was only mean behind my back. Like she was like incredibly transphobic. But she wouldn't say anything to my face. She would just like talk shit about me behind my back, which was it was super exciting. I had to transfer stores because of her. Like I had to literally get a job at a different store, like transfer to a different store because of her. Um, but outside of that singular experience, No one, not a single person has said anything mean to me. And I do think that part of it, this is something that I've known for a long time and experienced myself, that people like bigots, a lot of bigots are like extremely cowardly, like they're fear driven. So like a lot of bigotry is driven by like lack of information or fear or something like that. Fear of the unknown or whatever. And people like that are like they are like most spineless people you'll ever meet. So like a lot of people, even if they are bigots, like they're just not going to say anything to you. Like, they're not going to confront you. They're not going to do anything. Now occasionally someone will do it, like, you know what I mean? Like people will like be incredibly rude or say something mean or chase you into a bathroom or whatever. Like that stuff does and can happen, but you would be surprised at how many bigots would just like see you, and like they'll see you, they'll think something incredibly hateful in their head, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you have a great day, okay?" You know what I mean? Like they like won't, it's just internal. And they just like the reason why they're bigots, not the reason why they're bigots, but like online they have no accountability. They're like, you know what I mean? Like online you can kind of just say whatever you want most of the time. And so like people have like no filter, or they have like they just say the horrible things that are in their mind when in a social situation, like they don't want to be confrontational or they don't want to like cause a scene or something, so they just like keep it to themselves. Ugh. You should never have to run away from someone else's bigotry. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But things are not ideal in the real world, you know? Like, did I want to have to transfer stores or whatever? No, but it actually ended up being a good thing anyway, cuz like um the store that I was at, like I got that job like 100 days into my transition. So I was very visibly, like I was not passing at all. Like I was very not passing, and I was boy moding. Like I was not trying to pass. And then as I was working there, I like came out to everyone and like started, trying to pass. And so like it was really like people were dead naming me a lot. Like not like in a harmful way. Just like they met me when I was still going by my dead name, when I was still letting people misgender me without saying anything. And then I reached a point where I just couldn't do that anymore. And going to a new store was like the perfect opportunity for me to get like a fresh start. Like I went to the new store and people only knew me as Leah. They only knew me as a woman. And like I got treated that way, like I never get misgendered at work anymore. Like I haven't been misgendered by someone at work in a really long time. Uh and like, yeah, it just like feels good. You know what I mean? So it sucks that I had, I had that issue with that person, but like she wasn't my only reason for going somewhere else. Um, Nick Fuentes was scared when he was confronted by a woman IRL. I don't know what you're referring to, but I would imagine he's a coward. Yeah. Always be super antisocial, so most people don't even know me before or after. Um, I get ya. I moved. Like when I started transition, well, I actually moved before transitioning, but like I do not live in my hometown, which is good because it makes things more complicated. But that was years and years ago that I moved. I still dread the day it gets out at work or school that I'm trans. I'm already getting to the point where it's kind of awkward to keep up pretending to boy mode. Yeah. Yeah, see that period of transition is a bit awkward. But I do advise you, like, as soon as you feel able to, start trying to move into a presentation that feels good for you, even if you don't pass perfectly, and even if it's like when I started my transition and started trying to like do makeup and style, and like it takes time. Like it really does take time. And I mean, I made a video about this where I talked about like you're going to be cringe. Like part of self-exploration is being a little bit cringe and being a little awkward. And that's just part of the human experience. And like you shouldn't run away from that. Like you shouldn't try to hide about from that. Like nobody's perfect. And honestly, a lot of the reasons why you may feel the way you feel is because you're used to seeing people online presenting like a 100% perfect version of themselves. Like people online present like this like perfect 0% cringe version of themselves, which is just not true. Like like those people have bad hair days and have pick bad outfits and d- like say things that are awkward or like have weird interactions or like eh, you know what I mean? Like they're like that's a human experience because we're not perfect. Like no one's perfect. And so like when people are approaching transition, I've met a lot of people, or not met a lot of people, but like I've heard from a lot of people online, especially who say, and even a friend of mine in real life who oh, someone said use filters. I do not recommend using filters. I do not recommend that. I'll get to that in a second. But what was I saying? Uh you gotta live and learn. You gotta explore things. You gotta find the presentation that matters to you, the way that works for you. And like if, you know, yeah, you gotta work towards it. You know, it takes time. Like you're gonna get weird looks. Like I started wearing mascara and eye makeup and stuff when I still had like a full beard shadow. Like I still had a full shadow all over my face. And I was wearing like eye makeup and stuff. And like, you know, I got a lot of weird looks. Like there were a lot of people that would see me and get like obviously they would think I'm cute, and then they would see the face shadow or something and they'd be like, "Oh my god, what?" And then they would like, you know, get really uncomfortable or get angry or something. And like, yeah, I saw some people like that. So it's I already have the look I want outside of work. It's just that high visibility shirts and baggy jeans aren't very conducive to a feminine look without HRT carrying me. I get you there. I get you there. Um, you know, just do what you can. Like styling can do something, like maybe less baggy jeans, you know? Like you'd be surprised if you just like try to style your like a thing. Like women wear their waist higher than guys. So if you do like high-waisted stuff or like cropped shirts, that's like a cheat code. Like it'll make you look 12.5% more feminine. That's like obviously a fake number, but like, you know what I mean? Like there are certain things that you can like. I saw a funny Instagram reel the other day where it was like a girly, and she walked up to her boyfriend and she was like, "Does this outfit look feminine enough?" And the boyfriend's like, "You always look feminine enough." And she's like, "No, but like, do I look clocky? Like, do I look like a boy?" And he's like, "You never look like a boy." And she's like, I'm gonna go put on a crop shirt. Like like I'm gonna go put on a crop t-shirt." And I honestly feel that so hard. I'm not gonna lie. I feel that so hard where it's like, do I look feminine enough? Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then it's like I hit a point where I'm like, I just need to like wear high-waisted jeans and a crop t-shirt and I will be fine. But everyone's body is different. Everyone will work with a better with a certain style. Like I do not look good in like um really tight stuff. I feel like super tight clothes. Um Like I have a very thick torso. Like I'm not super like skinny or whatever. And so it just like, I don't know. I just don't think it looks great on me. Like looser cropped stuff looks great on me. Empire waist? I wear empire waist dresses. I have never heard of that, empire waist. I'm gonna look that up. Oh, Freddy. Freddy's a baby boy. He's our baby boy, isn't he? He's a good. Yes, he is. Oh, he's a sweet baby boy. He is. Yeah. Yeah, I wear mostly black clothes too. Oh. See, someone said pants are too dysphoric for me. I pass way better in skirts. It's like the total opposite for me. When I try to wear a dress or a skirt, I feel so terrible about myself. I feel horrible about myself. But like when I try to wear like pants, you know, like feminine pants, I feel really good about it. I need to stretch a little bit. I've been sitting like forever. Woo. This is like a jumpsuit that I got. Kind of show it a little bit. Like kind of hard to see because it's dark. But it's like a cute jumpsuit. It has like you can cinch up the back. So yeah. I the seam is under the bust instead of at the hips or waist. Oh, I've seen that before. Yeah, that is a cute style. I wonder how that would look on me. Even in that, I can see you have some curves. Thank you. It has like a little thing that you can cinch up. And honestly, it's kind of hard to see because like it's kind of dark in here. So you guys are probably not seeing all of it. But yes, I like this jumpsuit. It's cute. I have two jumpsuits that I got. One is like this, where it's like it's just got like the straps. And the other one has like a collar and like sleeves, which I kind of like more. It almost has a toga feel too. Yeah. Yeah. I can look great IRL, but cameras hate me for some reason. Yeah, like getting the right angles and lighting for pictures is hard. I inform a lot of eggs that most women don't wear dresses and skirts in public. Yeah, it depends. I mean, it depends a lot on like the weather. It depends a lot on like what's going on. Like if a girl's on a date, she's more likely to wear like a dress or a skirt, you know, like trying to rock it a little bit or whatever. But it's more of like it's less of like an everyday thing for most women. Not a lot of women wear dresses like every day, but some do. You know, it just depends. Wrap dresses are very feminine flattering too. Nice. So I am happy to be here. I'm gonna try to make videos soon, but we will see how that goes. I will do my best to try to do that. I do have some ideas, but honestly, I oh Elizabeth said the profile pic is wearing a. How do I look at your profile pic without? I can't like zoom in on it. Kind of annoying. Can't like open it up. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna try to make content like video content more frequently. It's hard right now. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know if anyone has seen this. But Samantha Lux made a video recently where she was like ultra vulnerable, and she was like, you know, this sucks for me too. Like it's like she basically said like this time period is hard for everybody, and she was trying to be like an optimistic, hopeful leader and trying to like, you know, like put out content that keeps people around and keeps people like looking for towards a better future. But like that's really hard right now. It's super difficult to make content like that. And to be totally honest, like this is hard on everybody. Everybody is struggling right now. It doesn't matter who you are or how privileged you are. Like this administration, if you're trans, is horrific. Um, I saw that video. It was rough. You know, I didn't feel like it was rough though. Like I felt like it was honest. I feel like it was honest. And like I want you all to know that like I know I make a lot of optimistic content here on YouTube. Like my general channel vibe is like, hey, let's try to move forward. Like acknowledge the bad, but like not like hyper fixate on it. And I'm not saying I'm gonna hyper fixate on the bad or whatever, but like it's just hard to make content. Like I don't want someone to watch my videos. Like, okay, here's a perfect example. I watch Kyle Kalinske, Kalinske, I watch Secular Talk and like the Humanist Report. And like sometimes their videos are like they're super honest. Mike and Kyle are extremely honest content creators, and they just like it's almost too it's almost just like I feel like if I made content like that, uh I don't know. I don't want to make content that makes people feel bad. Does that make sense? Like I don't want to be the content creator who has to sit there and be like, "Hey, everything sucks and life is fucking hard and this is going to suck and like everything sucks." You know what I mean? I do watch some more news. Yeah. Not I mean like I don't watch everything everyone makes. I sort of just like, you know, I have a broad view of a lot of political channels. Like probably the only channels that I watch like really with high frequency would be like the Majority Report. That's probably my main go-to for news and politics. Um but yeah, see you later, Beth. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting. I appreciate you. Have a good one. I've seen nobody besides Aaron Reed mention the passport shit. I know shit is bad, but with yeah. Um I get it, but when you do talk politics, it's a chance to see that we are in it together. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And so like I feel like I'm going to try to be just more honest and less like, hey, like, you know, and also like I'm not going to I think the compromise with it is like I'm going to be less like um I'm going to be less like super optimistic, but also I don't know how to say it. Like I don't feel like I'm like fake or anything in my videos. I try not to be fake, but I try to focus on the bright side of things. And like maybe I'll just like, you know, be more vulnerable about how the bad things are actually affecting me and affecting people and like making us feel. But also I'm not going to cover news stories as often anymore. Like if you follow my channel for a long time, oh my god, I got Freddy for all over me. I used to just cover news stories. Like I used to just exclusively cover news stories, and that's all I did. Um, the news stories are e- extra dystopian, like so dystopian. It's terrible, and so I want to make more um like I just want to make like content where I talk about politics in general. You know, talk about things that matter to me, um like broader stuff, you know, like less hey, let's talk about this really sad news story for like 20 minutes and more of me just like talking about politics in general and broad stuff. um like still obviously it'll still be attached to like current events and stuff. Like there will still be a level of attachment to like what's the trending topic and stuff. But like I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Like there are some channels that cover exclusively stories. Like they go over a story and that's what they're covering. And there are some channels where it's more like commentary. over like the political stuff in general. And that's what I'm going to aim for. More just straight up like, hey, let's just talk about politics stuff. Oh, thank you, Kitten Claus. I appreciate that. Yeah, and it should be good. Like I think the content will be worth watching. I think it won't like, you know, it may have a slightly different vibe, but like I've always wanted to be an authentic content creator. I never wanted to be like unauthentic or like lack vulnerability or like I want you guys to feel like I'm being real with you and not like in a fake performative way. Like I want you guys to feel like you're getting like the real me on video. Which yeah, I try really hard to do, but I also do try to like moderate my tone a bit. Like I related a lot. So like Samantha in Samantha's video or Sam, I don't know what she prefers to go by. Like if it's Samantha or Sam or whatever, but like Miss Lux, like she made that video and one thing that she said that really stuck with me, like really struck me was when she said like when she's making a video, she'll like sit there and hyper focus or like hyper fixate on like how she's saying something. Like, oh, is there a chance someone's going to misinterpret this? Like, what if someone thinks that I'm saying this when I'm saying this? Or like, what if the tone isn't right? Or what if my message doesn't get through? Or what if like all that stuff? And that is a very real struggle that content creators go through where like I say something and I want that to translate, like I want the intentions to translate and I want people to know what I'm saying and not take it the wrong way, but also like sometimes you say something and it like unintentionally like gets viewed as like really bad or like just like the way it comes out isn't the way that you're thinking about it internally exactly, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't always translate, I guess, like the message you're trying to get across. And that can be really scary and it can feel like you're just like it can feel really uh frustrating to have to like work around that where it's like I'll say something in a video but like the way that I'll say it will come out weird or like I'll say it and like I'll stutter a bunch or I will misspeak a word or something and it's like it just makes me feel like I have to cut all that out and it just it sucks, but I want to try to just ignore that for the most part. My sinuses are terrible. I've always enjoyed watching your channel. Whatever you do, I will watch. Well, thank you, Ella. I really appreciate that. Andrew says I watch because I enjoy the vibe and support through watch time. I appreciate that too. I have to be me. No one else is qualified for the position. Exactly, Purple. So well said. Cover the content you want. Try not to burn yourself out. Know that your viewers are here to see you grow, not break. Whenever you need to take a break, do so. We'll still be here. I think like one of the biggest issues that I had with my channel is that like I was trying really hard to do like a weekly release where I covered news. Like I was trying really hard to be like a consistent, like, okay, once a week, I'm going to make a video about a news story or a topic that's hot. And like, I'm going to talk about it and cover the story and do all that stuff. And yes, like I was able to stay consistent for a while, but I think that it's better if I just say to myself, like, hey, I'm going to make a video about this. And I don't know how long that's going to take, right? Like, so like my next video is going to be about the state of politics and how like shit is fucked. Like shit is so fucked. It's unbelievable. And I don't know how long that's going to take me. I don't know how much effort that's going to take me. I don't know how long the editing is going to be. But when I put myself on a time crunch, it kind of forces me to adapt my entire process to that time crunch. Where it's like, okay, I need a video out this week. If I need to put a video out every week, that means that I have to like record a video, and the same night I have to spend like 4 or 5 hours simply putting it into like a rough cut state that can get posted online with like no meme edits, no personality in the editing at all, just the raw cut or the rough edit, basically the no nonsense edit. Takes me like 4 or 5 hours, and then like at that point it's like I'm out of time. Like even if I wanted to work on the video more, if I'm doing a weekly release, like I don't have the option. It's like, well, tonight's the night I have to do the video, so it's got to get done tonight. And I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that. Like I want to make the content I want to make, and I want to put the time into it that I want to put into it. Like I don't want to have to feel like um I need to bust this video all out like all at once. Like I need to get it all done tonight, because if I don't get it done tonight, it's not going to be done for this week. And if I don't get a video done this week, I'm going to disappoint my fans or disappoint my audience or disappoint myself. And like I I just want to make videos. So that's what I'm going to do. Brian, hello, welcome, says, I'm so happy to see you. I've been worried. I'm sorry if I worried anyone. I am like, I do have a link tree, which I will post in chat right now. Like I have an Instagram and stuff. And so like I have a, like you can follow me on other social medias, and like I post on Instagram more frequently, like multiple times a week. So you can follow me on there if you want to keep up with making sure I'm okay, or like keeping up on me. I don't have like I don't actively tweet or anything. I'm really bad at like actively doing like threads or blue sky or tweets or whatever. Um we all burn out, it's good. I was honestly excited to see your video stream pop up. Glad to see you're well in here. So there's that. If you need time for you. Yeah, I'm not gonna I'm gonna get like back into making content more frequently. I think what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna try to stream more often, and then videos will just be when I get them done, they're done. But like I can stream more often. Like I could do like a 1 or 2 hour stream probably at least once or twice a week, right? Like that's not gonna be all that stressful, and that doesn't require me to edit it or whatever. So I like this here I am. So yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Whew. My nose is so runny. Should we elect 2 brand new political parties in Washington D.C.? We need more than 2 parties. Like we need to get rid of the 2-party system. We need reform on a level that is like unbelievable. I think being yourself online is hard. It's like in person, I'm different, and sometimes I might seem brash, but it's not intentional. Yeah. Like I try to be as authentic as possible, but there is like a little bit of a self filter that I put on myself when I'm online. Just to like I'm just trying to make sure that what I say isn't interpreted in a bad way. But like when I'm just talking to myself in my head, or like talking to someone that in real life, like I'm not thinking like, oh, there's 40 people listening to me talk. I need to like say this in a way where all 40 of those people will understand, and like, you know what I mean? How about a no party system? Yeah, that would kind of work too. Um, sort of do content you're familiar with. Well, yeah. That's why I only do live streams and haven't done any edited videos in years. I feel that, but like edited videos are so necessary for growth. It's unbelievable. Like if I could, I would just do what like a lot of like there are like live streamers, like leftist live streamers, and they stream 4 or 5 days a week, and then they do their segments on stream. Like they record their video. They just like basically cut out portions of their stream and use that as their video. They just like cut it up. I would love to do that. I actually feel like that would be really good. I just don't know how to do that. Like anytime I try to record and stream at the same time, my computer shits itself, basically, like completely falls apart, like stops functioning at all. I don't know what I'm doing wrong or whatever. Like I just don't know. So maybe I'll try to figure that out. But yeah, either recording on stream would be helpful, or like, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gwen says, I just really enjoy watching your videos and I'm glad you're doing well. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate all the kind words, by the way. Everyone has been really nice. Everyone's been like, we missed you and glad you're okay and everything. And I'm so happy that everyone's been so kind and so nice about it. Um, Witty. He's a little baby. He's a little baby. I feel like we could just let AI run the government and it would be better than what we have now. Uh, I don't know about that. It feels like nothing is better. Like nothing is actually going to get better no matter what, but I'd like to do edited videos, but I have to record every sentence up to a dozen times and then record together good cuts. No, I feel it. Like I have bad takes too, and I have to like do I have to like, you know, cut out all the bad takes and stuff. It sucks. And at this point we're already gambling, why not go all the way in? I don't know about that. Like I think AI is I think there are some good applications for AI, but they are incredibly insignificant. Like they're not like one of the best things about AI that I've seen is like, let's say you want to go to a restaurant, like there are certain restaurants where like you can ask AI to like call the restaurant and ask them what the wait time is, and then the AI will communicate with you like, hey, they said the wait time is 30 minutes. Like that is perfect. Perfect. That is like, it saves me a phone call. Like I don't have to worry about like talking to someone on a phone, you know, like that saves me some effort and it's actually useful. Like, but those kinds of applications are not like what they want AI to be built for. Red Fire Blue Eyes, thank you for the $2. Good to see you no matter what. Hug Freddy for us. Oh, I for sure will. I for sure will. I will. Um, yeah, like AI can be really good for doing things that are just incredibly frustrating and like mind numbing things that no one wants to do, right? Like that's cool. That doesn't require AI. A basic app could do that without wasting enough electricity to power your house for a day. I mean, I don't know. It didn't, that kind of technology didn't exist before AI. Like I wish, you know, if we don't need AI for that, then cool. But like I just mentioned it because I've only seen that kind of thing with AI. Fuck AI for any kind of social interactions. Well, like I don't think calling a restaurant to ask about the wait time is like a meaningful social interaction. I do not think that society is harmed uh that. But if you mean like people talking to AI like it's a friend or whatever, like how they have those AIs that are like they'll be like your friends fake, they'll be like your fake friends or whatever. That stuff is gross. That is definitely gross. I think that like you should not be chatting with AI as if it's like as if it's a real person, you know, like that's unhealthy. Um Whenever we hear of an AI data center being built, just tell them no. Agreed. Data centers are a waste of money. It's inefficient infrastructure. It's terrible for the environment. It's like bad for energy systems. Like we do not have the energy infrastructure to handle this many data centers. I just wish everyone would chill. Life is so short. It's terrible. There's so much hate and division today. If I could say something to save the world, I would, but we're on a crazy ride anyway. Yeah, true. True. Ella says I don't use AI for anything. Same. I like refuse to use AI. Actually, like when I Google something, you know how they have the AI breakdown or whatever. I like ignore that shit because like it's wrong a lot. Like if you ask it something that's not like super easy, like if you ask like 2 plus 2, like it'll get that. But if you ask it anything nuanced, it'll just like pull some summary from some websites and like feed you information that may just be entirely incorrect. And it won't tell you the sources. It won't tell you where it grabbed that information, which is incredibly dangerous. To just tell you something as if it's a fact and then not tell you anything about the source of that information. And then you just like, I think just about everyone is on the same page about this. It's just that the people are so isolated, they do it anyways. Yeah. AI shouldn't be a replacement for making art. True. I agree that it's really dystopian that like video games and other people, like other sectors, they've tried to replace like artists with AI. That's so dystopian. It's so sad. Google AI is often wrong and says things that is blatantly wrong. Yeah. Are we technically conservatives when it comes to our position on AI? No, because like I am okay with AI existing as long as it's properly regulated and like like I'm not saying that like we're like we should never have AI and it's like it's just like it's not as important as tech companies want it to be, and it's also incredibly unregulated. It's like the internet. When the internet first, became a thing, very unregulated, and that caused harm. Like there's real harm to that, like you can't just do something. Like you have to like monitor outcomes. And so, yeah. Have I ever seen Moonfall of Alien Covenant? No. Think of AI turning on humanity. I mean, there's a lot of stories like that. Like it's in the zeitgeist. The problem is our technology moves very fast and our legislation moves very slow. You're exactly right, Purple. That is exactly the issue. It's like our bureaucratic broken political system is not capable of managing to regulate things that move as fast as technology moves in our modern age. You wouldn't call someone who's advocating for regulations on emissions a conservative. It's the same thing with AI. The problem isn't the tool, it's the people who own it. That is chef's kiss. That is so well said. Perfectly well said. Thank you. That was a great comment. Uh, mm, laws hadn't got anywhere near country regulator. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Laws haven't even caught up to like copyright stuff, which is wild. Um, yeah, yeah. The sad reality of it is that people are going to be hurt by the lack of regulation and by AI running wild. And like that, there have already been people who have taken their lives or who have been driven into psychosis or have weird parasocial relationships with a chatbot. Like all of that stuff, it exists only because we have not put in the effort to prevent it from existing. Like we could be doing things to mitigate harm, it would cost, it would make things grow a little bit slower, but it would mitigate a lot of real harm done to real people. And the unfortunate reality of capitalism is that it does not give a single solitary shit if people get hurt along the way. Innovation stands like will stop for nothing. Like they will continue to push AI harder and harder and harder and harder and harder, and they don't care. They don't care if people get hurt. If it makes them more money, if it makes the bubble bigger, if it spurs more investment, like they're going for it, move fast, break things. That's exactly the mentality. Like the mentality is that things will break and they'll fix it as they go. But like that's not mitigating harm. That's, you know, after the fact preventing further harm. Like, and that's better than nothing, but like barely, you know what I mean? Why do I have the feeling that the world is becoming the metaphorical baby of the movies iRobot, Idiocracy combined? The people in power getting dumber while AI is getting smarter. Yeah. No, that's literally it. And one of the biggest issues is when people in power are using AI because they're so stupid. Like the people in power are so stupid that they're relying on AI, which is getting smarter, but is able to manipulate people. It's yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Here, Fred. Fred, I love you. I love you, my little baby boy. Why are you just like you're very impatient, Fred. You're very like you're in and you're out, you're left and you're right, you're up and you're down. Biggest of Bugs says, "Oh my god, I was literally just thinking I wonder if Leah's been back." And you're live. I'm live. I'm here. Yes, I am back. I talked about it a bit throughout the live stream, so I won't talk about it again. But yeah, I apologize for the silence, for not being around enough. I know a couple of you earlier were like, "Stop beating yourself up for it." Well, it's hard. I mean, like people pay me money to do this, guys. Like people have a Patreon subscription, and at a certain point, like I have to be honest, like that is a transactional relationship. Like people donate to my Patreon and they expect something from that, right? Like I would be shocked if people were giving to me and not expecting content, or like you know what I mean? They want that money to go towards the content, right? So like I don't know. I do feel like there's an element of obligation to like doing YouTube. Even if a lot of you don't want me to feel that way, like I feel like it's inherent almost in the way that it's set up. Oh my god, Grok glazing Elon. Yeah, like who's the like ask Grok like who is the throat goat, like who is the throatiest goat of all time, and it'll pop up and be like, well, Elon is actually is actually known for his determination and perseverance, so he would probably be the throatiest goat of all time. It's so funny. So funny. I always crack up when I see one of the stupid Cybertrucks. Me too. Unbelievable that anyone would spend money on that. Maybe watching back, you're right though. Don't be hard on yourself. Well, thank you. Yeah, and this stream is not going to be insanely long or anything, so it should be like pretty easy to watch back for anyone that's interested in watching back. Where did I get the tracksuit from? It's Suck Workwear or Sook. I don't know. It's like it's Ook Sook. Yeah, it's good. There's an umlaut, I think. I actually can't see the label right now, but it's Sook Workwear. I'll just workwear. And yeah, it's a nice thing. Like I've been trying to get more. So like, I've been trying to purge my closet of polyester. Because I do fire performance stuff. You cannot spin fire in polyester. If you are wearing polyester and you light that stuff on fire, it will literally fuse to your skin, and you will have to get it surgically removed, which is incredibly traumatic and very bad. So like now that I'm back into fire performance and I'm doing flow arts very actively, I'm just trying to make a very conscious choice to transition my closet over to natural fibers. Besides, like, I like the feel of natural fibers more. I feel like natural fibers feel better. They're better. Like, it's the tailoring is better. It's like more durable. Um, Polyester clothing is kind of like a plague upon the earth that I hate. Anyway, yeah, this is a really nice thing. I like this a lot. Have I seen the South Park episode involving the current president? I think I've seen a video about it, but I didn't watch it. I don't like South Park. I just never liked South Park. Glad to hear your voice. The stream made my day. Aw, thank you. I'm happy I made time for it. I missed everyone. I missed chatting with you guys. It's really nice. Can confirm, got too close to a welder and had the sleeve of my shirt melt into my skin. I am so sorry, Purple. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to any of you. I feel like it is really, really messed up that like polyester clothes are so common. And like when you buy polyester clothes, like there should be a warning label on that shit that is like, by the way, if you're around a fire, or if you're working with fire, or if you're near like extreme heat, like you need to not wear this. Like there's no warning for that stuff, but like it'll fuse to your skin and then you have to get it surgical. Like it's really bad. It's really bad. It's kind of wild that like they're not required to tell you stuff like that, you know? I hate that you can never find much cotton yarn anywhere that isn't mercerized. Tell me more about that. What does that mean? I don't know enough about fabrics. What does mercerized mean? Is that like mercury? Is that like it's got like mercury used in it or something? I know the vegans get upset about it, but like leather and fur clothing are so damn comfortable and last lifetimes. Yeah, I mean like I think leather is okay. I don't know. I'm not a vegan. I do feel like a lot of cows are dying. So like, you know, very sad. Mercerizing is a process done to cotton. I don't know much about it, but it's toxic. Clothing is all mixed material now unless you get more expensive stuff. Yes, buying all natural fiber handmade clothing is very expensive, and it like I'm gonna raise my desk, by the way. I need to stand up. Like I'm so sick of sitting. Oh. Oop. Okay. 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 Oh, that's much better. Oh, I should have done this forever ago. Oh, I should have stood up forever ago. Yeah, so you have to spend a lot of money to get natural fibers, which is really frustrating. But also like that stuff tends to last longer. Like I am not. This is not an advertisement, okay? Am I okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I just sat down for 2 hours and kind of uncomfortable. So this is an ick hoodie. Like I'm sure some of you have heard about Icky. She makes clothing, and like this hoodie is like probably the best hoodie I've ever had. And I don't mean that in like a like I am not being hyperbolic. Like it's very heavy. Like it's all natural fibers. It's very heavy. It's really well crafted. And this is what you call elevating the conversation. I love you so much for that. That is hilarious. But it's great. It's amazing. Here, I'll put it on. Yeah, so I'm really impressed with her clothing. I really like I honestly I love this hoodie, and I'm probably gonna have it for a really long time. Like it's probably gonna last like a real long time. And I would buy this hoodie again if it ever got really worn out and I needed another one. But like I expect this hoodie to last a long time because it's so thick. Like if you're buying clothing like this, like you should not be using like a washer dryer. You should be like, you know, using like hand washing methods and stuff. Make it last so it doesn't fall apart after washing it in a washer dryer. Sitting down for a while makes you feel numb in places. Yeah, same here. Ugh. Amazon, it's really hard to find good stuff on Amazon. There are some okay, cheap, natural fiber clothing that you can find on Amazon, but it's not very common. And yeah. Oh, let's see here. Just looked it up. Mercerized cotton gets a finishing that makes it grip dye better, gives it a sheen, helps durability. Everything's a give and take. Yeah, true. I wonder like how toxic it actually is. Like maybe the chemicals they use for it are really toxic, but maybe it's not that bad. Hey, I'm gonna run an ad real quick and I'm gonna be right back. So BRB. Okay, I'm back. Oh, let's see here. I just looked it up. Oh yeah, I see that. Hand wash or light wash in cold water. Never use dryer. Yes. I have clothes soaking now in plastic bin in my shower because those things I won't trust the washer for. Yes. Amazon is all cheap Chinese stuff now. Yeah. Most of my wardrobe came in a local thrift store. I feel it. I love thrifting, but like when I thrift, it is unfortunately like most of stuff at thrift stores is like pure polyester. Like it is so hard to find clothing at a thrift store that isn't just pure polyester. Most of my clothing is all fancy Renaissance era stuff. It's hand wash only. That's cool. That's cool. Only that the process itself is toxic. I go through phases with my health anxiety. I have a history of unfounded paranoia. No, that's totally valid. That's totally valid. I mean, there are a lot of toxins like in the world, like that. You know, like it is not hard to find toxic substances and toxic stuff. So, oh, I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask a question to chat. So, welcome, Vigorous Gypsy. Yeah, it's been a minute. So the ad that I played, did it play? Did you guys hear me say I'm playing an ad and then there was an ad, or did the ad play before I said I'm gonna play an ad? Because I said I'm gonna play an ad and then I hit the ad button like immediately after, but like there's a delay and I don't know if it if it instantly showed the ad. I heard you say you will. It played after. Okay. So it delays the ad to the point in the stream where I okay. Cool. That's awesome. Perfect. Cool, awesome, and perfect. So I heard you said it, but no ad played for me. I have premium. However, I'm not sure how that affects it. Yeah, so like with premium, it's actually really cool. Like I get a special, like I get paid a certain amount for premium users watching my content. For regular viewers, it's only when I play an ad do I get money. But for premium viewers, it's like it's based on watch time. So it's really cool. If you have YouTube Premium and you're watching my content, you are actually making a huge difference. Huge difference. I don't know, took a shower, sweater dress time. Heck yes. No, I love, honestly, one of my favorite things about fall and winter is like being super cozy. Wish I could afford premium. Yeah, I have premium. I need it. I watch too much YouTube, and like if I had to watch ads, I would it would be unusable. Yeah. Meghar. I don't know if I said that right. YouTube is fucking unusable without premium. If you watch streamers, just get it. Yep. If you use YouTube on a regular basis, you're watching like 5-hour streams or whatever, or watching hours of YouTube videos. It is worth it. It sucks. Like I do remember when YouTube was free, but like honestly, yeah. Cozy is your favorite feeling. Cozy is a great feeling. I remember when it was only ever one ad before the video, always skippable after 5 seconds. Yeah. Now it's like every 5 seconds they have an ad that lasts 4 hours. I listen to a lot of independent music creators, so yeah, I had to get it. Magar. Okay, thank you. I have not watched a single ad or paid a dime to YouTube. Yeah, I mean, like, ad blockers exist. But, like, ad blockers, like, you are preventing people from getting paid. Like, if you can contribute in other ways to YouTubers, but, like, if you're using an ad blocker, like, I do not get paid for your watch time. So it kind of does hurt me. But I don't blame anyone. Like, if you want to use an ad blocker, I'm not going to blame you. Like, I hate ads. And if you can't afford premium, I don't want you to sit there and watch 7 million ads. But, you know, it sucks when they put like a 7-10 minute ad in front of a 5-minute video. I've had premium for a while, so I don't know what the state of it is, but I'd imagine it's really dystopian. Falcon said, I was thinking about you earlier today. Aw, it's so nice that people have had me in their thoughts. Like, honestly, that's something I never really expected from being a YouTuber. Like, it's really weird to think that people are thinking about me. Does that make sense? Like I'm a little bit uncomfortable being in the spotlight. That's something that I've always struggled with, is like I'm a performer by nature, but like I also struggle to be in the spotlight and be a performer. It's a give and take. It's like it's a balancing act that I have to make with myself, or get on, like, do with myself, but oh, you don't have Elizabeth. I'm not trying to guilt trip anyone. If you want to use an ad blocker, like, go for it, girl. Like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. If the ads get to bothering me, I just back out and come back in to avoid the wait. Oh yeah, cool. Magar says, I've liked your streams for a year, or your videos for years. This is the first time I've seen your stream. Oh, well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And you say years. Do you mean like this channel, or do you mean like my previous channel too? Because like years kind of makes me think that you watched my really old, my previous channel as well, which is like a real big throwback. If anyone has watched my previous channel, then you've seen a lot of things happen to me. You've seen a lot of things. You think? Well, I don't know. I won't talk about it too much, but you're in 65 inches of Ultra HD now. Oh yeah, nice. There's so much to be scared about when public, times 100 now with AI. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No way my anxiety would allow me to be seen on that level of respect. Well, I appreciate that. It's hard. It's awkward sometimes, and it's weird, but like it's also very flattering. Like I am very flattered that people like care about me, you know? You feel? You feel? I can't remember how many inches my monitor is. I have like an ultra wide monitor. It's cool. I got it like used, and it was like it was like half off. Such a good deal. I just seen that you're live, sending a like. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that a lot. All right. I've been watching your videos a while, maybe 2 years, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to remember when I started this channel. Like, I think it was in 2024. Like, I think this channel is a little over a year old. But I did have a channel before this channel, which very few people know me from. Yeah, fall of 2024 was when my channel like started blowing up. So that makes sense, Mackenzie, that you started watching me around then. You have 15K subscribers now. A lot of people care. I feel that. Thank you. I really appreciate the support, guys. And like the fact that like people didn't unsubscribe from me in mass when I took a break was mattered a lot to me. I would have been more worried about you if I hadn't caught that you lost your editor. Really sucks, but I'm glad that's not detrimental to your channel. Not more detrimental. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, it's probably better that I edit my own content. Um, I think it's probably for the best that I do, because like it's the message that I'm trying to get across, and if someone else is like editing my content, they have control over my message, and it's just like I don't know, it's just hard to trust someone and like to do that the way that I want it done, or to edit things in a way that presents me in the way that, you know, yeah. You're one of the channels that exposed me to trans people in the first place. I might still be a sad guy without you. Aw. Well, I'm glad I was able to be a part of that. I must have stumbled across you within a couple months of this channel going live. Yeah, I was up for like a few months, and then when the election happened back in November of 2024, that's when the channel started popping off a bit. My reach on Facebook is over 100K. I always push your streams. Aw, thank you. Really appreciate that. At the beginning of my transition, you helped me a lot watching your videos. Oh, oh. I feel bad I don't always catch the live streams, but I go back and watch when able. Hey, do what you can on your own time. I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate any engagement. Like, I'm just glad that people are here. Carbon Farts says, I gotta head out for a while. It was nice seeing you stream again, Leah. Be well. Thank you. And I'm sure I'll see you around. During your downtime on here, I still saw you posting on Instagram. Thank you. Yeah, I post on Instagram. If anyone was curious about what's going on with me, I do post on Instagram like pretty frequently now, just like flow arts content. So like you guys can see me on there as well. Purple's gonna head out. Okay, well I will see you later, Purple. Thanks for chatting. Like you've definitely been really engaged, and I appreciate your engagement and being here. So have a great one. I don't know if it's day or night for you, but um, the only time I unsub is if you F up really hard or YouTube decides to unsub you for no reason. Yeah, I feel that. I'll unsub from someone if they like, you know, are really bad or do something really bad, for sure. I try not to be one of those people that's like, you made one video that I don't really particularly enjoy, I'm unsubscribing. Like I try not to be that person. I try to support people that like are doing something that I think is worthwhile, you know? Uh, I don't have Instagram, but I went on Discord to check on you. Yeah, I noticed that. Thank you. Thank you for that. It's really kind. Like I got a lot of comments from people on my older videos being like, "Hey, are you okay?" People coming into the Discord being like, "Hey, is Leo okay?" I really appreciate that. It really does mean a lot. I think that honestly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play some ads. I'm gonna just keep playing ads for right now. But like, so as far as I know, the chat will still be up, right? Like chat will still be up even if I'm playing ads. So like I will type and like I will chat with you in chat if you guys want to stick around while I play ads. So like normally I do automatic ads, but what I think I would like to do, I've seen other YouTubers do this, but like you play ads at the end of your stream. So like you just like keep hitting the insert ad button for a little bit, and eventually, you know, like that'll be like afterwards it'll be the end of the stream. So if you guys want to just leave stream up, like maybe like turn the volume down real low. If you want to ask me questions in chat or chat in chat, I will hang out and type for a little bit. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone being here. Like I said, I would like to do streams that are short like this, like 1-2 hours more often, and then I will work on videos when able, and like, you know, I'll try to get videos out when I can. I've heard people say this. YouTube will auto unsub me from trans YouTubers all the time, but it doesn't matter how many times I block Arc Warhammer, they keep popping up on my feed. I don't know if I've ever had that happen, but that does seem really sus. That like I've heard enough people say it that it's like it's got to be happening. They have ads for Anne and GB. Finn came up with a path for trans care. I saw that there's like a new I don't know. That is interesting for people in the UK. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play these ads. So thank you all very much for being here. I love you all. Thank you. I'm sure I will see you soon. I will not be as distant as I have been, and I look forward to being around a little more often. So yeah, big love to all of you, and I will see you next time. You know, I have a Discord. If you want to join the Discord, I'll post the link tree just a couple more times here in the chat. Discord is in there. I try to be somewhat active in there and try to keep up on things in there. It's hard, but I do my best. Anyway, thanks everyone. Gonna play some ads. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Freddie says goodbye as well. He's over there napping on the chair. So he says in his dreams, he says good night to all of you.